The next event for club sport is the swipe. Start with your feet hip width apart, hinge at your hips, and have the club in front of the body. Pull it on to its edge of the barrel. Grab hold of the handle and swing it behind you, and then come up to the order position. But as it reaches that order position, continue the club all the way up and over the shoulder, like we've talked about before, aiming like you're trying to scratch the back of your shoulder. Once it has reached this position and you've come to a full, tall, upright planking position, pull the club back down over the shoulder into the downswing. From here you can be continuous. The club will swing into the pendulum swing like a kettlebell, and then you will drive with the hips to come back over into your subsequent swipe. The club must not touch the ground at any part of your 10-minute routine. And you have one arm change, and you can stop in the order position to rest throughout any of your 10-minute sets. Now, the difference between the mill and the club swipe is when you have done, say, 50 swipes on your right arm and 50 swipes on your left, the two of them will be combined and then halved to make your point count. So if you're not even on both sides, then it will start becoming an average of the two. So if it was 49 and 50, then you would have 49.5 points. So let's break down the technique here a little bit. You can see here in the video that we are stopping in the order position. So we can get used to swinging the club from our start position up to the order position, stop, and refeed it back into our downswing. This is a good way to practice the hip drive required to bring it up, getting ready to swipe it over the shoulder. From the order position here, you can stop, carefully cast it over the shoulder in a one-arm gamma cast, and then bring it back to the order position. Then refeed it into the downswing. When you feel confident enough with this method of practice, then you can join it together and start utilizing continuous momentum. But the reason why we teach people to break it down first is to learn to control each important phase of the club swipe, rather than just coming along and aimlessly flailing the club up and over the shoulder. This will teach you how to balance and keep yourself in your strong, stable positions throughout each part of the club swipe, reducing your risk of injury and allowing you to go further in your time frame. It will also teach you throughout each phase of the movement where you need to relax your grip and where you need to engage your grip, because this is the one big key thing that people tend to do wrong with unconventional training tools like clubs, maces, Bulgarian bags, and kettlebells, is they death grip the tool that they're using the entire time they're using it. They don't understand when they need to relax and when they need to grip. You can't go along and use an active grip the entire time of training. One, your arms will get tired and your grip will fatigue out. But two, and more importantly, it will leave you at risk of injury in many different ways because of that fatigue, but also because of the overuse and the over-gripping aspect. So it's important to know how to relax and how to activate throughout each phase of the movement, giving you minute chances in each rep to be able to rest and gain your strength back as you're going through. But then also how to activate and use your full body's capabilities to make your energy expenditure much more efficient. With your breathing patterns with this, as you come up to the order position and you go to swipe over the shoulder, big deep breath in, again pulling the diaphragm in and allowing the rib cage to elevate and expand, where your lungs are at their most open and drawing in as much oxygen as possible. As you swipe back over the shoulder to come into the downswing, expel all that oxygen out in the downswing when your lungs are being crushed by hinging over. This will allow you to draw in the maximum amount and expel the maximum amount of oxygen from your body making your breathing patterns much more efficient and helping you to last that much longer throughout your sets.